Morning, everybody. I've worked on the lyrics since yesterday. You can see we've got Angela Cripps, so I'm going to set us off. Take me down to the virus-free city where the hands are clean and the girls are pretty. Oh, won't you please let me out? That's pretty much all we're going to manage for the day. I've got some
morning,
lyrics.
everyone.
I've got some better lyrics coming. So, morning, Angela. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Yes, as I mentioned on LinkedIn yesterday, I'm not a morning person, so makeup on this time of the morning, eyes are watering. I'm ready to go.
We're ready. Everyone's ready to rock. Everyone's ready to rock. The kids are on Joe Wicks.
Yeah.
The builders are here for their last day, so they're trying to make us watertight. Got half a roof missing. So yeah, lots going on. So, but there's plenty to be positive about. If we've got our health and we've got our phones working and our email working, we can do a job and we can hopefully continue to nurture the relationships that we've got. So, Angela, we're here. You're a coach in the gym, and you do our leadership and management program. Is that right?
That's right, yes. So I've been working with you for about 6 months now, and we're down to the final couple of weeks where our new leadership and management will go live next month. So I'm looking forward to that. And whereas it was going to be a little bit of pressure time-wise to get everything done, I think we've got a bit of time now. I think we might be all right.
I think we've got plenty of time. So, and today we're going to be talking about two things. We're going to be talking about little victories, and we're going to be talking about the happiness calendar as well. So firstly, Angela, talk to us about the importance of little victories when we're working under stress.
Yes, I mean, this is something that I talk to managers about anyway. It's the fact that in recruitment, we are pretty much focused on the results, the revenue at the end, the interviews that come out from CVs sent, the meetings that come out from calls. And we're in a situation where we're not necessarily going to get those end results as we want them, certainly for the next month, maybe for the next 2 months. So what's really important is that you actually think about, well, what are all the bits along the way? What are all the mini victories that we can celebrate? And they don't have to be big celebrations. Even actually sometimes a well done is good enough to hear that you've done a good job and you've got that far. So what we want to look at is, okay, what can we do in little victories? And the calendar that was referenced on here, we'll put it on the gym so that you'll be able to look at it and download it for yourself. It prompted me to think about, actually, it's some little victory every single day. So this is a calendar for 30 days. And there's elements on there of something that you could do every day.
Yeah.
A lot of it, go on.
No, I was just going to say, and I think what we're all trying to do is redefine what success looks like for a day. I know I'm finding it hard where my brain is still going, I think I'm going to achieve this for the day, and I maybe achieve 25 or 30% of what I'm expecting.
We're all recalibrating. Like you say, as of yesterday, we're sort of in a new norm. We're now all in our houses, so we can all focus on, actually we need to get something that makes us feel good every day that we've achieved. So if you've achieved 20-30%, then recalibrate. Maybe it's not realistic anymore. What SMART goals were before, where they were achievable, possibly aren't now. So I would say start with the small mini victories, build up, build on every day.
Well, let's do some tag teaming. What would you say are some little victories a recruiter should recognise over the next couple of weeks?
Okay, well, point one or day one of the coping calendar is make a plan. I love planning. People that know me, I love planning. So your plan that you had before, okay, let's go back, look at it. Is it realistic? And that's what I've been doing with companies over this last week. Okay, we had a 3-year plan broken down into years, to quarters, to months, then down into potentially days for the consultants, so they knew what they were doing every day. Let's recalibrate that for the next 3 months. So the next quarter, get yourself a plan and break it down into, well, what do I need to do every day? So a nice little mini victory for me, it's all about the relationships at the moment. And people are having much longer conversations with candidates, with clients. So my key thing, if I was a recruiter again, would be talent pooling at the moment. Getting in contact with all those great candidates, checking in on your candidates that you placed years ago. You can find them on LinkedIn. How's it affected them? What's happening with them? Start getting your market knowledge, because actually a lot of companies are ramping up now and recruiting more, and that's what I'm seeing more and more on LinkedIn, which is lovely that we're getting those positive stories. So
you're seeing people recruit on LinkedIn in the last couple of weeks.
Yes, yeah. No, I've had my clients as well. They've been having offers, and they've actually been increasing. So there was something I read last night on LinkedIn where a company said, actually, we need 20 more in the next couple of weeks. So can we suddenly start working on those? Because there are going to be industries that are going to be really busy. I mean, just look at the retail industry at the moment for food.
Right.
Everyone's buying way too much food. And stockpiling it. So
then you've got all the food manufacturers and the food manufacturers. You've got the company, and I guess you've got the companies that are funded by venture capital, etc., and they're building apps, so they're working for the long term.
Yeah, or the delivery side of it. So, okay, if the restaurants are going to still keep going and doing takeaway, then all of a sudden that ramps up as well. So, yeah, there's going to be key people that will be very busy. So look at your own market, define who they are, but get in touch with those candidates. So your mini victory could be identifying what you would consider a high demand candidate. So one that in the past has been that unicorn that's really hard to find. There aren't many of them in the market. Well, it's not about placing them at the moment. It's about finding them and having a conversation and start building the relationship. So one high demand candidate every day would be a mini victory for me that I can connect with, that I can have a conversation with on LinkedIn, and ideally have a phone conversation. Everyone's at home. Everyone wants to connect. We all want to talk to each other. We're all doing FaceTime. So one little tip as well, we'll come on to it with regards to the timings of your meeting might help.
So I guess it's just, and I guess actually when you do engage with people, you've got something to talk about. There's a common thread there, which is like, how's it going in your household? And I think just being empathetic and sort of pragmatic in that sort of, rather than full on in, it's really just wanted to see how things are going, how things are going to play out for you. And often we can spread news in the market like these types of companies are still recruiting, and actually recruiters have a really important role in actually impacting the confidence of the market as a whole. Are we telling the market that people are still recruiting? Are we telling them that people still want to move jobs and are interested in moving? Because if we tell them no one's hiring, everyone's going to be like, well, if they're not hiring, then I'm not hiring. And it's that spiral. It's that sort of that potentially a death spiral that you get involved in.
People are doing video interviewing. They're offering online as well. There's been offers that go through the video interviewing, because actually I found the video side and certainly doing sort of training course online and people there, I found it even more engaging. So that for me was a mini victory to get at the end of the day that this really works. And people are starting to enjoy it and embrace it, and it will change how we work. So let's go back to our coping calendar, and I'm going to
let me share it. Let me share it, Angela.
Okay, you can do that. Brilliant.
Everyone can then have a look at it.
Great. So if we can put in the sidebar, I've picked out the ones that I think you can work on straight away that are work related, guys. So maybe if we could put in the comments 1, 5, 13.
Okay.
Alex, can you type it while I'm reading?
Do what? Sorry.
Put the numbers in the comments at the side. So numbers
1, 5,
13, 15, 19, 22.
Okay.
And 26 and 27. So
right, let's go through. Let's talk us through those. Do them one at a time, Angela.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to go through these. So number 1, make a plan to keep you calm, stay in contact. So making a plan to stay in contact, yes, with your work colleagues, and I think people have got this already in the last week, where you've got your team meetings, your one-to-ones, everything planned in. But my suggestion would be you don't plan them on the hour. From the meetings I've been doing, on the hour, everyone's using the broadband. Even on this, you might find the kids are using the video for Joe Wicks, and therefore the video's not as great. So plan them on like the 20 past, I would say. That's where 20 past, 25 past, that's when it started dropping off and the video was great again.
Okay,
so,
that's good. So number 5.
Number 5, get active, even if you're stuck indoors, move and stretch. So
Boris did say we're allowed 1 walk a day or 1 cycle or jog a day. So make sure we do that.
Yeah, and if you're a really fit person, that can be a long cycle, a long jog, and that's your one. Stay out there, do it that way. 13, respond positively to everyone you interact with. So these are like focuses for the day. But how lovely to spread positive news. And again, if you can remain positive throughout the day without saying one negative comment, to me, that's a mini victory, and you should be proud of yourself.
Great, that's good. Next.
15, make some progress on a project that matters to you. Oh my goodness, the amount of clients that I've been speaking to, and they're like, I wanted to do this. It's been a year, 2 years. I've been planning to do this. I'm now going to do it. I'm going to get organized. I'm going to be proactive. So
getting your target list sorted, getting your key account plan sorted, getting your candidate list sorted.
Defining what your clients, you want them to be like. So when the business comes on board, you're working with the good ones, not the ones that are going to mess you about all the time. 19, do 3 acts of kindness to help others, however small. So yes,
that's not shouting at my kid when he's poking his brother in the eye. That's an act of kindness right there. I just need them to think like that too.
I was just about to say, share it with them. They need to do 3 acts of kindness. This is the pay it forward, guys. So things like this, okay, it's not an act of kindness, but it's certainly helping other people and a positive thing that we're doing. So what can you do to make it better at the moment, to make the place better for everyone that's around you? 22, find positive stories in the news and share these with others.
Yeah.
So back to our LinkedIn, we're picking up all this information. If you're talking to a client, they're still recruiting, they're positive, share that information. I'm seeing a lot of people that sort of, what am I grateful for today, with like 5 things. That's so lovely to read. And if everyone keeps doing that, again, that positivity starts coming through. 26, take a small step towards an important goal. Now's the time to reevaluate. Now's the time to think about, what do I actually want in my life, in my working life? Think about it. We're in a situation now where everyone's changing the way they're working. This may work brilliantly for people. So now's the time to think about, how can I convince my boss that I could work from home 2 days a week? And that would really help both my mental health, help my family, help all those values that you hold dearly. Okay, the reality is here, and therefore, if that's a goal that you wanted, then take a step towards it. Start thinking about, and again, we're back to planning, how you're going to do that. 27.
And the last one, Angela, I love, which is thank 3 people and say you're grateful and tell them why.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great way to end this. The key is that let's share successes. Please share this show with everybody. Obviously, we're doing it for at least the next 3 weeks while we're all at home. But please feel free to join us in the gym. Tell us the topics that you think you'd want us to cover, what guests you might want us to have. Obviously, we've got Angela's helping on the leadership and management. We've got Claire on wellness and well-being. But we're here for you. And the recruiting gym wants to be here at the moment of need. Our whole pitch is about online learning powered by humans. So hopefully this is helping you out. Please feel free to spread the word. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Thank you, Angela.
Take care. Stay safe.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye.